Hey guys, this is Ranch here, bringing of commentary. This is going to be the second set between Calm and Fantasy in the Hana Daetoo MSL 2010 spring season. It's going to be an odd eye 2. We're going to have Calm at the bottom right position as the white zerg player. We're going to have Fantasy at the upper left hand position as the teal colored terran player. So finally going to get going to finish up this round of 16 and get going on the round of 8. Really excited. Kind of funky to know already, you know, despite the huge bustling that was the madness of the round of 32, where I was late with everything. Finally getting there, and the tournament's already close to being over. It's mad. Let's see here, some sinkage: 38, 39, and 40. 4 matches left of the well, theoretically 4 matches left. That is, possibly 4 matches left of the round of 16, depending on who wins, who what. So we have potential 2 to 4 matches left. We're going to see what happens. Fantasy sending out an early SV. Apparently he's going to... Alright, so he's probably going to be bringing up some cheese. 8 racks outside his base. He could have sent it a little bit more to the side. Maybe I think the Overlord will be able to spot it, but it's going to take a while. But the Overlord will definitely spot the Marines down on the way. We're going to see what the Fantasy starts up by. It's just sending it on a CV scout. But yeah, he's planning a hatchery sniper right here. Overlord being built first. Still don't see any spawning pull-ups, so this might be a 12 hatch coming in for Calm, and if that's the case, then this actually falls straight into what Fantasy wants. Fantasy is 1-0 behind here after losing the first set, so he definitely wants to get back into it. Needs a second win right here to kind of try to catch Calm off guard here. We're going to see how he manages to do. Overlord's just slowly waiting for it. This is going to be a 12 hatch, so this right off the bat looks pretty bad for Calm. Fantasy should be able to... this is only from 1 barracks, so it's going to be very important to put down the bunker. Without the bunker, this will not work, I think. And it's all really going to come down to... Okay, what we're really fine right here. Yeah, it's all going to come down to what Calm manages to do to counteract this, how he micros his drone. It's going to be very important to, for one thing, to try to prevent that bunker from coming off. There's another drone coming off the line. Oh, no! Oh, poor Calm, going for 3rd hatch before spawning pull. Oh, man, exactly what he would not want. SCV, meanwhile, just going to run inside. And actually, Calm's Overlord apparently running across the side. Are the Marines going to... Oh, no, the Marines get spotted. The Overlord trying to pass around it, but instead of just going to pick up the Overlord. We're going to see what Calm manages to spot to this. Probably going to be forced to cancel that hatchery. Still has it in there. Is also... Well, he might lose that Overlord. Only a few more shots on it. Is he going to survive? Oh, Overlord going to go down already. Also, not a good position to be in. Calm blinks his eyes like, are you kidding me? SCV now at the front waiting to put down the bunker. A couple of Marines coming down. Another Overlord that might get sniped by these Marines. That would be absolutely insane. Second Overlord. This one might survive, though. Might actually run to the safety. Fantasy not even going to bother with this. Has second SCV come down now. A couple of drones at the natural expo. Spawning pool on the way. I think he actually did not, did not cancel the hatchery. I think he just had spawning pool on the way, but he's going to need those Zerglings. Luckily for him, the Zerglings are going to be coming in soon. But Fantasy already ready to follow this up, getting a factory up, so he's going to get some vultures in there to follow up this attack. He's going to do a massive amount of damage. Calm, I think, pulling most, if not all, of the drones off the line. And bunker coming in behind the mineral line, canceling it outside the hatchery. There's no way, absolutely no way the drones are going to be able to get to that bunker down there. Marines are just going to be able to blockade it, but the CVs desperately needs to get some Zerglings out there, and he desperately needs to get a sunken colony. He has even more Zerglings at Nitrox, but he could theoretically try to get a sunken colony in there, but just not sure how effective it would be. He's going to have a control group of Zerglings. Gonna try to get a sunken colony in there. I think it's actually out of range of that bunker, but the hatchery will still go down. Zergling's actually on the way to go counterattack. Fantasy ready for this. Has getting a starport right now, and he has a factory alongside of barracks to blockade. Second colony is going to come up. I'm not quite sure. It should be in range of the bunker, though. SCV's also attacking the hatchery. And a Vulture on the way. Zergling's actually going to try to counteract it. But Vulture already, nice counter here. As long as Fantasy micros that well, it's going to be a good position. Second colony does range the bunker. But the hatchery most likely still going to go down because just not enough firepower from the second colony. And not altogether quite sure. The hatchery most likely will go down, still taking a heavy amount of damage. Zergling's going to try to attack the barracks right here. Going to try to get through this. SCV's repairing the bunker, though. So, yeah, the hatchery will go down. Hatchery pops, and Calm looking overall in a very bad position. Just 1 Vulture here for Fantasy, enough to save him, really. Those Zerglings falling prey to that. Starport on the way. I'm wondering what this is, didn't quite due to the stuff at the north there. That's on the upper side of the map. I did not actually see whether he was producing something from it, whether he was actually going for wraiths or not. Second colony does take down the bunker. That was zerglings out there, so now there's a little force of fantasy. He's going to get cleared up by Calm altogether in a very bad position. Still mining on one base, never mind losing all those resources, and mining one base to one base against a turn player, not a position you want to be. Vultures out there, because the only thing Calm will have out there are zerglings, and vultures rip zerglings to pieces. So really, I'm not sure what fantasy went for that starport. Try to go for some... Have you check out though whether he's going to try to follow this up with a drop inside of the main, which he doesn't really need to do. There's a sunken colony, of course, so he might just try to circumvent that by dropping inside the main. But getting a command center out there, so he's actually going to expand. That was a wraith that he was producing, so that's going to go do some hunting, pick off an overlord. There's absolutely nothing out there for Kami. We'll get some hydras out there, but still overall not a good position to be in. Overall going to go down. Some drones also going to... Vulture's going to come right up the ramp. There's going to be GG in a minute. Now one single hydra in there, not nearly enough, and no more really on the way. Just not enough. A couple more on the way maybe, but not really nearly good enough economy to keep this up. A couple of vultures in there. One just gets surrounded by drones and get picked off, but still that wraith and one single vulture will do a mass amount of damage. One hydra in there to fight back. Two hydras, and there's going to be a couple more, but just not going to be enough. Even if Calm somehow manages to fight this back, almost picking off the vulture, does fight this back right now, but he's in such a horrible position. Fantasy's just going to follow this up, adding in an academy, and going to just produce a medic marine army and just push in with that. Lair going to be on the way, so I think Calm going to desperately try to get some lurkers down on the ground. He needs some hydralisks out there alongside some lurkers. That's going to desperately try to fight this back. He needs also put down the natural expo. He needs some mining, because Fantasy is going to be mining from two bases very soon. He's in an extremely strong position, extremely dominating position. Three barracks going to be on the way. Yeah, that we're going to see that command center come down. But Fantasy, pretty much, he's using that Wraith as a scout. Could have actually gone home to repair it, but he's using it as a scout, using it as a harassing tool. Knows at all times that Calm cannot do anything weird and crazy against him. Just knows that has this game in the bag. As long as he does not make an absolute insane, glorious mistake, he knows he has this game in the bag. No real way for him to lose at this point, just because of how far ahead Calm is. Actually sending out a Hydra there, which is going to get killed by Marines. Hydras do not do very well against Marines. Even the Marines outnumber the Hydras even a little bit. They just rip them absolutely to pieces, especially when they have Stillman medic support. Then Hydras just fall instantly. Just even with upgrades, they just don't have enough. Don't have what it takes to fight Marines head to head. A couple of wraiths out there actually enough fences, so he might try to go do some drone hunting at this point. Gonna want to avoid those Hydras because one of those wraiths is heavily damaged, but still just gonna be able to harass and be annoying. Might even take out that sunken colony if he would really want to, just to open himself up a little bit. There is a tank out there for him though, and he's still waiting on stim and range. Stim to start off, so he's gonna be able to go out there with a tank, pick off that sunken colony when he's ready, and he's gonna have more than enough medic marines to support against those hydralisks. Oh, Wraith gonna catch an overlord in the bottom left-hand corner. There's another overlord dead. Fantasy is meanwhile going to lose his full health Wraith, but the Wraith that was heavily damaged is meanwhile going to go and kill yet another overlord here at the bottom left-hand position. Calm also just losing all this food, not happy, losing all the psi, just not in good position to be in. But yeah, medic marines are already streaming down the map, quite a few medics alongside his marines, keeping some back home for defensive purposes, but not really necessary, just basically just in case those Hydras start to go for a flanking attack as they're doing right here. Hatchet meanwhile will put down the natural expo. That's going to go down in seconds. Want to see if you're going to spot those Hydras. 4 Hydras with speed upgrade. I'm not quite sure whether they have range yet or not, but the medic marines already now going to go to the natural expo. Couple of siege tanks should have siege as well. Actually, yeah, that Wraith actually now attacking the sunken colony, but that doesn't mind. I don't even think he's going to bother carrying it. Yeah, never mind trying to siege up in the sunken colony. Never mind siege mode. Just tanks and medic marines more than enough to pick all of this off. Sunken colony didn't even take down a single medic marine unit, and that's a GG from Calm. Nice strategy and nice follow-up by Fantasy. So he's going to even this out, and we're going to see how Calm decides to react to that. Went for a little bit risky economic build, so unfortunately due to his greed, it didn't help him. Never mind the fact that he went for 12 hatch. He went for a hatchery following up. He followed up his 12 hatch with another hatchery before spawning pool. At least I'm pretty sure he did that. Didn't put his spawning pool down, so overall he played a little greedy, and Fantasy caught him in that. So we're going to see what happens in the third set, guys. GG, guys. Wrenching out. That's listening. Hope you enjoyed.